Bum ba dum bum bum. Hopefully we are going live soon. It seems like everything's set up okay. Just gonna wait for the chat to roll in, see how everything's doing. Everything's working okay with this new computer that I just got. Just gotta make sure everything's going alright. Check my own channel. Can see that someone's watching. One person. Just going to make a quick community post about this so that other people, if they see this, can also come in. Community. Live stream going on now. Calm down. Alright. Okay, here we go. Chat is flooding in. Poggers, it was a face reveal. I swear to God, if people keep saying I'm doing a face reveal every single time that I make a new live stream, damn it. This is not my first time showing my face reveal. That sounded weird. This is not my first time showing my face. I've done it multiple times. You ignorant chuds. Ooh. Who is this person? Let's say that face when just stopped is 5 days older than me. Big Chungus 100 trans rights. Peen, you depressed? Hell yeah, I'm depressed. When am I not depressed, dog? Hey, how's it going, everybody? Alright, so that's enough looking at stream. Today we're talking about a guy. A very infamous guy in the community, as it were. So, this is Ben the Looney. Most people may not have heard of him. He's a guy who's known for doing a few things. Looking at his oldest videos, yeah, that... it's hard to even start with this guy. So, Ben the Looney, from my own knowledge, he's a guy that started out creating videos about 9 or so years ago. He is a cartoon reviewer of sorts, and a cartoon creator. Air quotes, cartoon creator. That has been on the platform for quite a while now. He's probably most well known right now for making not safe for work images of characters from OKKO, a show with not exactly overage characters, and he's made a public apology about this. He's to say the least, he's a porn artist, just to be blunt, and thankfully that's not reflected in most of his channel. It's mostly just terrible videos. But this isn't a bully stream or whatever. We're not bullying him. I don't encourage, like, I guess, sending anything to him. Just, like, we're doing it for the lols. We're doing it for the fun times. A few people know about Ben the Looney. He's quite an interesting person, to say the least. He couldn't draw, so I believe his parents got him through art school, and he still really can't kind of draw. So we're gonna take a look at some of his videos and just have a good time, you know, just heart to heart with Ben. Ben, my Looney. Not just any Looney, my Looney. Now you're going to get to see my amazing commentary skills in action. So, let's go. Sup, Brex. I can only stay for 10 minutes. I have class at 1:47. Oh, sad. Anyway, so let's get into Ben the Looney, god of the animation industry. We'll start off with some of his older videos. First, I want to find his top 10 animated women video, because I believe that's a video he did. Ben... Top 10... No. Top 10 animated... It's hard to type with this new keyboard. Top 10 hottest animated women. Hell yeah. Let's see what this guy with questionable ideas of what best age for being attracted to possibly. Let's just look at this. I'm sure there's nothing creepy involved.
Welcome back to Ben's Top 10.
I'm already excited.
When I was a kid, girls were considered icky. As I've said several...
Are you sure they're not still considered icky? These are some... that line quality. Delicious. I could just...
times before, I love cartoons. Also, I'm a guy, so I...
No. damn it. I didn't know. I'm so sorry, Ben. I didn't know you were a male.
I love women. Most of the time, I'm not too picky when it comes to girls.
Some of these statements made 9 years ago are really coming back to bite him now.
I don't care about looks.
Oh, and you gotta enjoy the not MS Paint, the Windows Movie Maker text. I'm the sweetest guy any girl could ever ask for, and I still can't get a date. It's funny how that works. He's just such a nice guy. I can't understand it.
It's the character that I care for. But from time to time, my ancestral love of
yes, the character
women comes out, and I can't help but to drool over good-looking girls. Therefore, I love animated women.
I love the 2D women. The 2D women, they give me the life with their enormous brains. Back when it was cartoons that taught us about the birds and the bees. What cartoons were you watching, buddy? Fucking. I'm sorry, what?
Been a staple of animation since its creation, and it's the women that usually drive the guy viewers into a cartoon and making them keep.
I don't know how to respond to that. I don't think that was really the case.
Coming back for more. Due to me being extremely.
There's nothing wrong in showing affection towards cartoon characters. I mean, to an extent. I think Ben knows how to draw the line. Ben, of all people, should probably know.
I'm going to do a top 10 list of, in my opinion, the hottest animated women in animation. And I'll do my best to try to maintain my sanity. Hello, nurse! Sorry, I only have one rule for this list. No animals.
Damn it. Ben's not even a furry. How am I going to work with this? How am I going to make comedy from this? I can't even make fun of him being a furry.
Well, let's stop talking and start drooling. Here are my top 10 hottest animated women.
Hold up. Just check. Yep, it seems like the stream is going well for once. Usually shit is terrible, so I'm glad.
10. Jenny XJ9 Wakeman from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Damn, already getting into the tough picks, the top keck quality. Those curves, those... No, what am I kidding? Who am I kidding? These are all edges.
Except she's mechanical and she kicks
one of the last good
alien
shows
and
on
bad guy
Nick.
butt. Jenny spends most of her time doing normal teenage girl.
After this, I might want to I might want to compare it to the whatever my Sonic lover or whatever the hell his name is, the one that's like Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the smartest and most attractive cartoon characters probably ever made.
Things, shopping, hanging out with friends, and staring at boys. The hotness of this character comes from her casual wear. Basically,
it's like Nora Wakeman's designed her to look hot. Thanks, Nora.
Half naked all the time with a bulk.
I can only do this with the stairs at the time. I really want to.
More girls were allowed to walk around like that in real life.
I wish they didn't wear clothes. Ben has been shown to have an insatiable horniness to most of his art, so yeah, I'm sure he would probably prefer it if no girls wore any clothing ever, and he could just say, "Hey, girl, come to me right now," and then they would say, "Why, yes, Ben, because you are the greatest human being to ever have existed. Of course. What else could I say?"
Anyway, what also makes Jenny great is that she's voiced by my favorite voice actress, Janice Kawaii, and she gives Jenny the
Janice Kawaii, more like Janice Kawaii. Am I right, Ben?
perfect voice for her. I put Jenny pretty low on this list.
You can only do so much with a robot girlfriend. Yeah, I'd say that. It's kind of like I wouldn't stick that appendage into a bowling alley, like a bowling alley ball dispenser or whatever. That seems a little bit painful. Probably would die.
That's because.
But then again, maybe Ben's into that.
She's a robot.
Yeah.
However, Jenny's still a hottie that may have been the only reason I watched this show.
That cold metallic touch. Get snuggle up in bed, feel like I'm dying inside.
She came from. Number 9. Bulma from Dragon Ball Z. I might not be that big.
She's 16, dog. Pretty sure she's 16. Hold up. How old is Bulma? Bulma age. Dragon Ball. Okay, so she's actually like 27. All right, that's fine.
Of anime, but my favorite is Dragon
Jenny
Ball
is
Z.
16 though.
Growing up, the two reasons
She's designed to
I
be
watched
16.
DBZ
Technically, she's
was
5
the
actually.
action
So
and this blue-haired hot
we're getting more. Oh,
One
great.
of my favorite things about anime is that kids' animes aren't afraid to contain material that would never even be touched upon by cartoons over here. And big example of this would be Bulma. Bulma's character is mostly.
Why is it that a lot of hot women have no character? Probably because they're written by people like you, Ben.
When she's angry, she lets the boys know about it. Her hotness comes from the occasional swimsuit, cleavage, and bathroom footage. What stunk about this was a lot of the stuff was cut out for when it aired in the U.S. Thank you very much.
Tokyo Ghoul theme plays.
American society, and so I didn't get to see a lot of Bulma's hotness. But thanks to
Hooray
the DVDs,
for DVDs.
I'm seeing both uncut action and hotness of Bulma. And also, why in the heck did Vegeta and Bulma get married?
I thought he was going to make a joke about staring at his crotch or something, because that's what the character looks like it's doing. Don't tell me you didn't think that.
Number 8. Stacy from Phineas and Ferb. I did not expect to put someone from a recent show on this one, nor did I expect modern cartoons.
Oh yeah, that's the thing with Ben. He's one of those. I'm pretty sure he's one of those. Oh man, the '90s were so much better type kids. So we're probably going to get some of those.
Are able to
comments.
make hot female characters anymore, but here she is. Stacy is basically Candace's best friend in the show. She's basically the stereotypical teenage girl.
You know, it's kind of funny how most of these characters are 16. You trying to say something, Ben?
I see in her,
she may be dating a guy voiced by Corbin Blue, but she's still hot.
I just think she's hot. I like her tan skin, and her being Japanese helps a little bit.
She's not Japanese. She's Korean, I'm pretty sure. Hold up.
One main hotness trait I like about this character is this. What the heck kind of bikini
Yeah, and I'm
is
just not going to look it up. I'm pretty sure
like
she's not Japanese.
Picasso painting.
What? It's just a swimsuit, dog.
Who cares? She looks hot in it. Stacy may not have much character, and she
More
may not...
beach-themed episodes of Phineas and Ferb, please. Yes, because that's what we needed in Phineas and Ferb. We needed more filler episodes about beach between the building the roller coaster saga or whatever the fuck.
Make it much appearances in the show, but I can tell you, she's one of the hottest women you'll find in a modern cartoon, even if she is a teenager.
Oh, so he acknowledges it now.
Daphne Blake from Scooby-Doo. Let's face it.
She's 16, dog. I'm gonna have to repeat that quite a lot.
This show has had more spin-offs than a 70s sitcom, but...
Not to mention more movies and, yeah, whatever.
One of the only good things about this show...
Also nice Comic Sans.
Continuing is this purple-wearing hottie. She's basically that person who does absolutely nothing, and I bet she was created to give the teenage boys something to stare at. Her hotness comes from her curves, her pose, and her nice bikini. With pink and purple being my favorite colors, that's Number 6.
Let's just skip that.
Frankie Foster.
Okay, F's in chat, guys, because I'm going to be saying she's 16, dog, a lot. Because almost all of these characters are specifically 16. She's 16, dog.
Foster from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Frankie is basically the housekeeper of Foster's.
Man, how could anyone think that Ben was into the younger meat?
Work to keep the house in order.
Not in that way. Don't take that out of context.
And she even is a victim to a lot of abuse. However, she's a sexy character that we feel sorry for. She does have character to her, though. A lot of times, she protests against the work she has to do, and often has a heated rivalry with Mr. Harriman. She knows how to kick butt. Her hotness comes from a nice green sweater, ruby purple hair, showing of her belly button, this weird bikini.
I'm sure Ben loves belly buttons. It's
And
probably
being
a thing.
By Grey Delisle and
Grey Delisle. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Frankie's a sexy woman.
Stop.
When she's
Stop
angry,
the horny.
She'll let you know about it. Number 5. Red Hot Riding Hood from Tex Avery cards.
Okay, whatever.
Right
I don't.
be the
Oh, hold on, my fucking.
But I still got
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Number 4, Misty from Pokemon.
Misty from Oh my god. How old is Misty? How old is fucking Misty? Ah! She's 10. Moment of silence for that moment. I feel like this entire list is much worse than the Nostalgia Critic's moment of putting Sailor Moon on his top 11 hottest animated women list, because there's not really an excuse for this, is there? Did she look all that old? Love the like to dislike ratio. That's perfect. Actually, you know what? There's too many likes. I've lost all hope in humanity at this point.
Another anime character. Misty is the main female character in the Pokemon series, for the first bunch of seasons at least. Misty
My
is
first
one of
cartoon
Ash's
crush.
best friends, and she helps Ash along the journey to be the ultimate Pokemon master. Unlike most female characters, Misty is also in...
Unlike with Bulma, there were several times where Misty wasn't partially nude. Okay. Thanks for the info, Ben. I'm sure you were paying attention to that quite extensively for entirely wholesome reasons.
...independent and can be tough when she wants to be. Her hotness comes from her red hair, her...
To be fair, I don't think Ben is a map, but I feel like some people are justified in coming to that conclusion. Some people.
Swimsuits, her mermaid outfit, and her walking around with her belly showing. What's different about Misty is she has no navel.
Oh, hold up a sec. We got something in chat. Total Drama Ricky. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the support.
I like animated women with no...
I'm gonna need some super chats or something just to get through the shit. Somebody help me. I need monetary gain to make sure this is worth it.
Navel better. I don't know why. I just think it looks better.
I just want to come out having done gotten something useful out of this. Besides pain. Okay, I get.
Teen Titans.
You do know it's called Teen Titans. I'm not even going.
Jasmine, but I had to go with Ariel. Like most
Ariel is 14. By God.
Disney princesses.
Do
Ariel is
research.
wanting to get away from her boring life and try new things, but mostly she's looking for some love. Ariel's hotness comes from, well, she's a friggin' mermaid. Mermaids are friggin' awesome, as well as sexy. Any species where half-naked women is not only allowed, but a custom,
Ooh, got super chats. Gerzaberry, send him a Makas. Thanks.
so there. She also has an amazing voice, and she has a barrage of sisters that are equally as hot as her. Bottom line, Ariel is without a doubt the hottest Disney princess, and a good excuse as to why guys can watch Disney movies. And my number 1 hottest animated women...
Who wants to guess it's underage and or Jessica Rabbit?
It's a 3-way tie. Ami, Yumi, and Julie from Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi.
What's even the appeal here? Why? Why? I don't even... What? Yeah. I don't even know. Alright, I'm done with this video. I'm done. No, oh, he did a sequel. Top 12 hottest cartoon girls. Sure, why not? My recommendations are gonna be fucked after watching all of these videos. Oh, another super chat from my cousin, Multi-Toby Productions. Thanks, dog. Do a flip. Ooh. This is marginally shorter, so hopefully it'll be at least more. Please, all be over age. Please. That's Lila. Is he drawing Lila?
You know who I am. You know
She's
what
9.
I'm about. Well, I miss
Well,
Valentine's
you know.
Day, but that's not going to stop
So,
me from
nice
celebrating my
appendages
own
there.
way. And what is that?
Very
Drilling over what makes up
anatomically
my
correct.
whole livelihood. Sexy cartoon gals. Now, this list may include characters that, in the context of the show they come from, are much younger than the age of consent in the real world. However, I must remind you that they exist in a completely different plane than us living, breathing human beings do. In other words, not real. So I guess what I'm trying to say...
Basically, what he's saying is, she's young, but she's not real, so I am okay to lust over 9-year-olds.
is...
Who cares?
Let's begin. At number 12, we got Velma Dinkley from the Scooby-Doo franchise. Not a bad one to start the list, and an
Okay.
underrated cartoon babe. Most people might go for Daphne as the hotter of the Scooby-Doo gals, but me personally, two of my kinks are freckles and glasses.
Okay.
And Velms has
Thanks for
both
the
of those.
information.
She might not
Oh
be
god.
as much of a
I'm gonna get the stream taken
Number 11
down.
is a girl who needs more love. Hortense from Damn Versus.
Oh yeah,
This
I
lady
remember
was
this
the love
character.
interest of the title character, and one of the few who didn't set him off. And it's not hard to see why. She's a beautiful imperfection. She doesn't look like
Okay.
a Playboy bunny, but that's what helps her stand out. Her tan skin, freckles, and mouth shape make her the kind of girl that you meet while checking out groceries or ordering food.
Okay.
I mean,
Enid from OKKO, of course.
not very appealing to the peanut. Throw in another
Okay,
artist
I know
one.
he was about to
How about
say
Lori
what.
Loud from the Loud House?
Okay, at least
The
these
tall
are
blonde
overage
with the
characters.
big boobs and the luscious legs.
Yeah,
she
great.
rocks those short shorts like her sister Luna rocks guitars. Not to mention that the Loud House is the place to be in the summertime to see this babe sporting a bikini. Again, kids show.
I don't even know
Can't
what the
have a
appeal
hot chick
is.
list without Disney babes. So why not have the princess that got every boy's puberty
Oh,
going?
God.
Ariel, the Little Mermaid.
Yep, still 14. Still age 14. Oh, there's another super chat I didn't notice. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Avocado.
All I can say is, again, this was made for kids.
Yeah.
She's got more curves than an LA highway. Animated by the legendary Glenn Keane, the man knows how to draw hot women. Her big
Oh, of course he picked the photo with the feet.
eyes, ruby red lips, and rounded face just make you want to jump in the ocean to find her.
You got
See
anything else you're hiding?
love
Foxy
from
from...
Drawn Together.
Okay,
Plus
sure,
characters.
whatever.
Tim is... There's obviously no
Wait, hold
drawings,
on.
So why not a sexy girl from the Bruce Timm DCAU? It's none other than Superman's lesser-known cousin from Krypton, Supergirl.
I'm pretty sure
There's
she's
obviously
underage.
no reason for her to intergalactic. Look at that body.
Look, girl, look at that body. Oh.
Now let's see that bikini.
Oh, God.
About it. She's a slut and proud of it.
What? Ah,
Insta hot.
Jesus Christ.
It's easy for girls
I'm gonna get emotionally scarred from this as a 16-year-old.
to walk around with the Leela fans, but not me. I always had my eyes on the cute Chinese girl from Mars. Next, the girl with the most luscious legs in animation, Raven from Teen Titans. That's what makes
Whatever.
Raven all the more.
Whatever.
And
I'm
last
getting
but not
desensitized
least,
to this.
my
Let's see what his number
animated
one
hottie,
pick is.
Frankie Foster from
Still very. Yep. I think that's enough to be said for his top cartoon girls list. Let's look at some of his animations, some of the less horny shit. I tried to look at some of it just to make sure I wasn't picking the most horny stuff. See- Wow, he's got such great proportions. Okay, let's see here. Mood. I suppose that's something at least. It's not the worst thing ever made, I guess. Let's see here. Marigold Sick Day. It's about 4 minutes long. It's an animation by Ben. Hopefully not overly sexualized like one of the other ones that I had to suffer through and watch. Written, animated, directed, and edited by Ben the Looney.
Good morning, Marigold.
I guess also voice acted by.
Good morning, Mr. Nissen.
Yep, that's Ben the Looney, alright. I suppose he couldn't find any female who was desperate enough to be in this, so he just decided, yeah, I can do a female voice convincingly. Hey, I just gotta pitch up my voice, and now I sound like a female.
I'm ready for work. Marigold, you alright? You look a little sick. What, me? Nah, I'm fine. Just a little spring allergy.
This is definitely full-blown animation. Couldn't even this man. To be on a serious note here, this man couldn't even do line art. He couldn't do coloring. He couldn't do line art. He just did the most basic shit you could.
It's summer. Well, summer allergies are even worse. Marigold, I'm gonna have to send you home if you're sick. No,
Marigold, I'm gonna have to send you home.
no, don't do that. I've never felt better. Marigold, you're so sick, that vulture thinks you're dying.
Man, this is
Oh,
so
that's
fun.
just
Ben is so funny. Ben, marry me, please. Please, Ben.
Buzz, my pet buzzard. He must have followed me from home. Sweetie, that really hurts. Yeah, Marigold, you should probably go home. You're in no condition
This man went to art school for 4 years.
to work.
This
No
is
condition? What are you talking about?
This is
I
what
got
he
two
came with.
arms that ain't broken. One arm that ain't broken. Oh, God! Marigold, are you sure you're feeling alright?
that was oh no.
What? It's perfectly normal to lose your baby arm.
You can see. Oh my God, this is so lazy. The man. Look at this. You can see the places where he actually. You can see where he deleted it, and you can see where he erased and shit. Oh, come on.
arms. Marigold, go to the hospital. You need medical treatment. Don't you dare. I'll stock shills with my feet if I have to.
This makes me so mad. And I'm not even very good at art.
But, Marigold, for God's sake, you're falling apart. Not mentally.
Oh, super chat. You kind of look like Daft Peanut. Can you do an impression of him? I suppose I can try real quick for a $5 super chat. Hello, I'm Just Peanut, and today we're going to be talking about the animator Antunes. That's my best attempt.
I'm not. Who are you again? Oh, God, you're done.
Okay, I think I'm done. I can't watch this anymore. It's so fucking boring. Let's watch this. A New Beginning.
Will that be all? Will that be all? That's a question I've struggled with for so long. Waking up every day and wondering how I'm gonna continue, I started to question my purpose in life and wonder where it all went.
The question that every porn artist has to ask themselves.
Making rant videos well into my late 20s. Is that it?
Late
Is that what I
20s.
busted my nuts off in college for?
College I didn't pay for.
Heck no. I had a dream to make cartoons, and dagnabbit, that's what I want to do. But
I think Antunes has a better chance of getting a cartoon than this guy does after everything that's happened on both
I
sides.
just never got around to it. It was always excuses. Oh, I can't hire voice actors. Oh, I don't have the time. Oh, I can't come up with ideas. Well, it's time for excuses to take a hike.
He's doing a double Heil Hitler there.
I only have one chance to live my life how I want. Do I just want to blow it talking about other people's stuff? Hell no. I want to make my own stuff. Is it gonna be
Clearly, you can show his clear passion for the fact that he has not tried at all with these sprites.
pretty? No. Is it gonna be on par with Disney and Miyazaki and all that jazz? Hell to the no.
Ha! How dare he? How dare he be so downtrodden about his own work? I feel like he makes masterpieces with his work.
But you know what? Who cares? It don't matter what I'm doing so long as I'm doing
It don't matter. None of this matters.
it my way. We all gotta learn to love ourselves and
Meme pose! Hell yeah! You know he had to do it to him. Ugh. And I had to get that out of my system.
embrace our imperfections, because that's what makes us human. That's what makes us ourselves. So when you ask me, will that be all? My answer is no. This is only the beginning.
Oh, I can hear the Marvel Cinematic music going. Oh, funny.
Sir?
He did a
Yes,
funny.
ma'am, will that be all with your order?
Sir, this is a Wendy's. Ha ha. Oh, Ben, you cod making all of those funny jokes.
Oh, yes. No, make my drink a Sprite instead.
He's part of Channel Frederator? What? There's no way he's part of Channel Frederator. There's no way Channel Frederator would want to be associated with him.
Alright.
Okay. Wait, actually, he has a Twitter? Hold on, let's check out this Twitter real quick. See what's going on there. 192 followers? Seems about right. Seems good. So, you know what? He probably has some NSFW stuff on here, and I don't want to get flagged. Alright, let's see here. I'm tired of angry reviewers. There's quite a lot of irony in that statement he has to say here.
Well, it's been a while since I've done something like this, huh? I figured I'd give y'all some content to watch while you wait for my cartoons to come out.
Something you might notice is that all of his videos have a large like to dislike ratio.
I still got plenty of topics to talk about, so let's go ahead and start. First,
Background music, pumping.
I'm tired of angry reviewers.
You can't be angry in reviews now. You only gotta be happy. Like Ben the Looney. He's always happy.
I know, pretty ironic coming from me. I've only made a name for myself.
Oh, got a few more super chats in here. Both by Homo Sheep, so thanks, dog. This is a real bruh moment. Also, I remember when Ben the Looney drew really weird porb of him with characters. He's really bad with autonomy, to be honest. I think they meant anatomy. I hope your day is wonderful, and do the Daft Pina voice. Like, really, this guy makes shiver in horror when I see his lewd art.
Ranting about everything. I grew up around a time on the internet when there really wasn't that many people using YouTube. The most
Yeah, we gotta remember, guys, that Ben the Looney is in his late 20s. What a life to live.
popular YouTuber had only 2 million subs. It was a simpler times where people were more creative.
I thought he was drawing arms. It clearly shows his great use of anatomy.
Content was a lot more spread out in terms of genres. Of course, there was also a man named the Angry Video Game Nerd who inspired a whole lot of copycats of not just game reviews, but reviews on a lot of things, mostly movies. The nostalgia critics soon followed.
Okay.
And yes, there was a time when I was wanting to be like that man.
Sure.
That is something I've come to terms with. But since
I used to want to be like the nostalgia critic. Now I want to be like Shadman.
then, so many angry reviewers have popped up. It's gotten to the point where you're likely to see
Oh, is that another super chat or the same one? Yeah, that's the same one.
100 angry reviews on the same movie, game, TV show, whatever it may be.
Okay.
You know what? Call me a boomer, but I really don't
He's not a...
like this style of reviewing anymore. Overly
You know what? Boomer's a mindset. He can be a boomer.
cynical and angry reviewers have gotten not only very annoying, but
Is he drawing in the Cal Art style?
pretty boring as well. It feels like a competition for reviewers to see who can be the biggest jerk or get the loudest about how much they hated a movie that came out. Oh no, they didn't hate it. They want you to know how bad it is. Like, they want you to think there's no chance of anybody being able to like this movie. And if you do, they try to make you feel bad for liking it. Gasp! You have the nerve to like something that people who make YouTube videos don't like? What's the matter with you? Hell, they might even convince you into thinking it's bad. You feel guilty for even liking
Oh my god, I wanted to comment on this, but it's so boring.
it in the first place.
Get to the
But
good shit.
they made
Say
you see the
something.
light. Now, you can see how bad this subject
He's just going, oh, they make videos that are mean, and they say that this movie is bad and that you shouldn't like it, blah, blah, blah.
viewed movie really is. I speak from experience. I used to consume the heck out of angry reviewers. Red Letter Media, I hate everything, your movie sucks, the aforementioned Nostalgia Critic. I watched them all. And of course, whenever they reviewed movies, even if I hadn't seen the review subject myself, I hated it.
I mean, a good review that, with the style of review that, like, I hate everything, your movie sucks, and Nostalgia Critic too. I've said how much I dislike Nostalgia Critic, how he goes about it, but with YMS specifically, I feel like he does a very good job of the sort of summarizing the film while also making criticisms and jokes and such. With YMS's reviews, I feel like he does a good job of showing why a film is bad through the review itself. So, yeah.
I acted like they were bad movies just because they said they were bad. Heck.
I mean, usually they give reasons for why bad, but I mean, sure, you should watch it yourself before forming an opinion.
They even convinced me that the movies I loved since childhood were awful. I admit, I ranted on Space Jam back in 2012 because Nostalgia Critic reviewed it. I watched the movie again recently, and I love it. So, I'm sorry for that one, folks.
This is my apology. I want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't like Space Jam 8 years ago. Doug Walker made me do it. I hope you can forgive me. Also, by the way, you want to check out some of my lewd art of young characters? I'm sure you'll love that.
And I know what you're thinking. It's my fault for feeling like I have to hate stuff just because other people hate it. However, it's their tone and vocabulary that really hammers in the point that they hate these movies and they really want you to think exactly like they do. Another excuse I'll hear.
Wow, they want to give a convincing opinion? How unheard of.
They're just characters, man. You can't take them so seriously. Oh yeah? That old excuse. Have you seen...
They're just... Ben's response to lewd art of young characters. They're just characters, man. He's gonna dismantle his own argument or some shit.
Doug Walker's
It sounds like
videos
that's what's
himself.
about to happen.
Is there really a difference between him and the Nostalgia Critic? I honestly can't tell. Mr. Plinkett's character is just a guy who talks like he's never swallowed a meal in his life.
Mr. Plinkett is obviously a character.
Also, if your reviews of movies are longer than the movies you're reviewing, then consider me not watching your content.
Wow.
Red Letter Media
He's
makes their
so
own content,
red-pilled.
you
He's so base.
Oh,
Ben the
say.
Looney,
They
you're
made
so
a little
base. Oh my
parody of
god.
Ryan Johnson by doing the exact opposite of what you expect the character of the skit to do. Didn't see that coming a mile away when I heard that joke the first 100 times. Your
Ben.
movie sucks seems to hate everything that ain't an independent art house. Ask me what.
Isn't it funny to rant about how much you dislike negativity? That's what I'm thinking right now. Man, I hate it how people are so... how they don't like stuff. I hate that. It's like... it's so weirdly, like... I won't say hypocritical, but...
What it means kind of movie. Ralph the Movie Maker doesn't even make movies.
Yes, he
He
does.
makes shorts, but is that really what you
He
know him
made
for?
movies.
Is it?
Ben the Looney doesn't even make cartoons. He makes dog shit.
Or do you know him for his Justice League review? Other than that, he pretty much has nothing new to add when it comes to crapping on movies. I Hate Everything is an angry Brit who's mad at the world. JXC is an angry Brit who's mad at the world. Critical Drinker is an angry Brit who's mad at the world.
These are all such overgeneralizations of these people. All British people are the same.
What's with all the angry British people on YouTube? But
Why can't there be any angry Australian
I've
people?
been told that
I'm pretty... Isn't JXC Australian? Jesus, I keep asking all of these questions. JXC... Hold up. Let me just look this up. JXC... I doubt it'll probably say. I feel like he's Australian. I don't know. It doesn't say. Whatever.
I'm not allowed
I'm gonna
to
make an
criticize
assumption
him
that Ben
because
is
his
wrong.
characters have a drunk guy
'Cause
who
I'm
ain't
always
meant to be
right.
taken seriously. I gotta ask, has he ever interacted with a drunk guy in his life? For a drunk guy, He sure is able to form coherent sentences and analyze the movies he reviews as if he has a grasp of cognitive thought.
I wish that he would slur all of his words, and as a drunk person, he did not make any valid statements, and instead would go on a 30-minute rant about why the immigration needs to stop altogether, because immigration is bad. It's all bad. Why didn't Mr. Plinkett rant about that all the time? He's breaking the immersion.
A common trope with angry reviewers is they use cliches as an excuse for movies being bad. Well, have you ever thought that maybe there are people...
JXC is a Brit. Damn it. Can't believe it. I can't show my face in the cartoon community anymore. I'm not really part of the cartoon community. Yeah, I kinda am. Did a few videos on cartoons. Not in a while though.
People out there who like those cliches. Maybe the reason cliches happen is because there's only so many stories and types of people you can work with, and with thousands of movies being made every year, you're bound to find some similarities. Yes,
okay.
I myself get tired of cliches. That's human nature.
He doesn't get tired of the cliche of big chesticles. Seems to be a huge fan of those.
But just because I don't like those cliches doesn't mean other people don't.
Just gonna go ahead and give this film a big fat dislike for being just so boring.
Also, wanting something to be different out of a movie or not getting what you expected is fine. But for Pete's sakes, sometimes you just gotta judge movies for what they are rather than what you want them to be. I learned a long time ago, Pixar movies ain't meant to be masterpieces. They're just meant to be fun movies to watch with friends or family.
I mean, some Pixar films are masterpieces. Citation needed?
The main reason angry reviewers bother me so much now is that they seem to have ruined the whole concept of movie reviews. In the early days of YouTube, angry reviewers were great because they were an alternative to the standard snooty critic. What made them cool is that they were people just like you and me giving their opinions on media.
And are they not
but
now?
As more people started doing YouTube and more started copying each other, angry reviewers became very cookie cutter. It's so rare nowadays to find angry reviewers who don't disagree on anything. It seems they always hate the exact same...
His drawings are very bad. They seem even worse with color.
Suicide Squad, bad. Justice League, bad. Last Jedi, bad. Ghostbusters 2016, bad.
I mean, those movies are bad. Like the reason there's so many videos about them is because they're so bad.
Terminator Dark Fate, bad. Yet Joker, a movie you'd think angrier critics would hate because it's a sanitized version of Taxi Driver and is full of cliches itself, is a masterpiece in their eyes. Go figure!
A lot of people don't like Joker. Also, what is he talking about? I'm not sure what he's going on. What is affecting?
Got to the point once you.
Ralph the Movie Maker made a very bad video about Joker. It's like his just stopped Lego Ninjago video.
You've seen one angry review of a movie. You've seen them all. The only difference is what accent you'd rather hear tearing the movie.
Joker's a good movie, by the way. That's what I think.
You possibly like apart. This creates a toxic environment where it makes liking these movies a very touchy subject, because there's always somebody who's got to say something about it just because they watched somebody's review of it. It makes people dumber because nowadays they depend on reviewers to list problems for them because they lack
Go
the ability to
figure!
decide whether they like something or not and come up with their own reasons for it. You know what? I like Suicide Squad. It's not the best superhero movie out there, but is it
Good
really
for you.
that bad? Quit using Jared Leto's on.
I've never even seen Suicide Squad. I've seen some clips. It doesn't look very good. But, you know, you can like it, whatever.
Antics as an excuse to hate the movie, as what happens behind the scenes does not affect the movie that's on screen. He's also a better Joker than both Joaquin and Ledger. Fight me.
Oh, fucking no. Sorry. Fuck you. Jared Leto is better than both Joaquin Phoenix and Heath Ledger. That's objectively wrong, I'm pretty sure. On an objective level. My God. How could you watch Joker and you watch The Dark Knight and you thought the Suicide Squad portrayal was better? Fuck you. Fuck. Ah. Jesus. Can we get some S in chat to spit?
It's just a damage tattoo, people. Calm down. But no, I wasn't allowed to like that movie. My friend had to shove Ralph the Movie Maker's review in my face, cause how dare I ignore what people I've never met on the internet have to say and just enjoy myself with a movie and give my honest opinions on it. I said earlier that angry reviewers were the alternative to more mainstream reviewers, but now,
They just won't let me get my opinion. I just can't do it. This is like PK Russell levels of, if I had made a negative or positive / review of this media, then I wouldn't have gotten hate. That's the only reason I got hate.
become them. So yeah, angry and cynical reviewers are dull now and getting very annoying. Don't get me wrong, they're free to make whatever videos they want, just like I'm allowed to tell them that their videos are pain
Oh,
to
got a donation. This dude sounds like a bargain bin manga comment. Dude, don't insult manga comment like that. That's my boy.
watch, and I don't like them. I much prefer it more if reviewers took time to talk about more underrated movies that don't get enough attention.
There are plenty of
which can in
reviewers that
turn
do
give
that,
birth
though.
To a lot of new cult films. But of
It
course,
that's happened,
YouTube's
though.
dreaded algorithm rewards anger more than positivity. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. Honestly, the only reviewers I watch on YouTube now are James Rolfe, Cinema Wins, Jim Gisriel, and to a certain extent, Chris Stuckman.
Okay. Good for you. Thanks for being the special little snowflake that nobody was able to recognize before, Ben. You're so special.
Those are people who are honest and calm with their reviews and don't make you feel like garbage if you disagree with them. I'm just happy I ain't doing rants anymore, and I'm making content that makes me happy.
Hold on a second. I'm tired of anger. Let's see. Has he made any rants since then? Okay, it appears he has not. Just making sure. Just checking, see if he hypocritical here. Let's see here. Cheerleading pirates is feminist garbage. I don't know what this even is.
A bath fitter bath is installed quickly,
Let's watch this.
safely, and beautifully.
More Ben the
For
Looney
one-time
cartoons.
warranty.
Just what everyone
Beautiful
needs.
bath you've always wanted. Done right. Installed by one expert technician. All
Just
in
making
one
sure
day.
no
Book
one's
your
around
free
for me to
virtual or in-home
hear me
design
say that.
consultation.
I would probably get someone going like, Braxton, what the fuck are you doing? Why? No one should say that. That's a sin.
What's up, nerds and bookworms? It's your boy, Elliot, back with another
Okay.
video. So I just watched Netpick's newest movie, Cheerleader.
The effort. Of course, he needs to put boobs in every shot he can.
Pirates versus Zombie Ninjas, and I gotta say, it is the biggest piece of feminist garbage I've ever seen. Of course they make the cheerleader pirates women. How historically inaccurate. They don't have pirate cheerleaders. I don't even know women were pirates. I don't know. I didn't look it up. Anyway.
Elliot, can you remove the dishwasher?
Not now, Mom. I'm making a video.
Jeez, he actually got a real woman to do this. Woman, please, whoever you are, if you have been kidnapped, blink twice. Get Ben to animate. Not even animate. Get Ben to draw this blinking twice.
Don't
If
talk
he has
back
the
to
effort.
me.
All right, Mom. 10 minutes. Sorry about that. Anyway, the cheerleader pirates weren't even dressed as skimpy in this. How can I have a movie with women in it and not have them be dressed skimpy? I can't jerk off to this. And you just know that an angry woman directed this. Well, wait a minute. It's directed by a man? Well, he's a traitor to dudes everywhere, so...
Hey,
I get what he's doing. Everyone gets what he's doing. It's just not very good. It's probably not. It's probably the best thing he's made so far, but that's not saying much.
little Al, what you doing?
I'm making a video, Ellen. Go away.
Oh, is this for your OnlyFans video?
No, I mean, I don't even have an OnlyFans.
Hi, everybody. I'm Elliot's big sister, and he is such a...
I'm pretty sure that's the same woman. Yeah, I could feasibly imagine Ben being able to kidnap one woman, but two? Nah.
A sweet
Doesn't
little
seem
boy.
to. Not. I must legally say, however, that I am joking. I do not believe Ben the Looney would kidnap women. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Wait, you're gonna make me lose subscribers.
All right. I'll just mess with you later. Bye, Internet. Don't be mean to my little bro. He's a little sensitive.
Get out!
Getting out.
The sound effects are great in this.
Alright, so there's only one sex scene in the whole movie. Just one? Are you kidding me? I've seen pornos with more sex in this movie.
He's reusing the same images so many times. I think my videos are more animated than this.
Clearly, this is just another product of Hollywood's feminist woke agenda that is ruining.
Could he have not made the images at least look good? Is that so much to ask, Ben?
Elliot C. Goodall, what did I tell you about talking back to your mother?
But Dad,
Your butt is what I'm gonna be whipping if you don't say sorry to her right now.
I'm in the middle
Such great voice acting. Did they get Tom Kenny to do this?
of some.
Oh, talking back to me now, huh?
Oh, stop!
Is that how? I don't think that's how that works. Oh my God, it's off. It couldn't even do it in the right. Oh, come on, Ben.
You gonna say sorry to your mom now?
Yes.
Good. I expect to see you down there in 10 seconds, or I'll be back up here for a second helping of your ass.
That was his face, though. Why did his pants just
Don't
randomly
forget to
drop? I
like,
guess.
Comment, subscribe, take care, nerds and book.
Time's up.
You got three people. Let's see here. This is his most recent video about Has-Been Hotel. Sketchy bits. Yeah, he knows all about sketchy bits.
Die Hard is back.
I doubt that was an actual trailer. That was being serious. Sketchy bits.
Hey y'all, know what I love? Has Been Hotel. And with that, I'm cancelled. I can see my career sinking right
It's too bad that he couldn't draw Has-Been Hotel.
before my eyes. But yes, I do love Has Been Hotel.
He's calling it sketchy bits now just so that he can have an excuse.
I love the characters, I love the aesthetic, and I love the music.
I can't even tell half the shit he's drawing.
It was released last year. I was so impressed with it, I couldn't even get myself to make a video about it because I honestly didn't know what to say. Felt like the whole thing spoke for itself. What could I possibly add? And then it was announced back in August of 2020 that the show
Yeah.
was being picked up by A24. As you can imagine,
Okay. Okay, I feel like he's just made this an excuse to draw as shittily as possible now.
the internet was just so happy about it. I wake up only to find Has Been Hotel is getting greenlit by A24. I think I'd like to go back to sleep. Has Been Hotel supporters right now going, you're just mad because
Ben, you're a little over 3 months late. How long have you been working on this video?
it's a terrible pilot full of tone-deaf, oversensitive stereotypes and jokes you didn't like got picked up by A24. Like, yeah, yes I am, correct. It's supposed to be offensive. The characters are demons in hell. Okay.
I mean, they aren't these comments are dumb. Has-Been Hotel is not offensive. It doesn't have stereotypes. It's fine. It's alright. It's alright. It's not great. It's okay.
Okay, so because of the setting, they're allowed
Could be
to write
bad. It'll
homophobic
probably
and
be better as a
transphobic
full
jokes
series.
without criticism, and we're supposed to find it funny? What kind of backwards bull? Am I saying people ain't allowed to hate Has-Been Hotel? Of course not. In fact, I have some close friends who don't care for it at all, and they're my bros, so I can't really fault them for that. I'm just
He has friends? I'll believe it when I see it, Ben.
personally perplexed because
Drawn friends don't count.
Last year. Everybody loved it, but when it became super popular, seems most of the love just turned to hate.
It's like there's a magic button that gets pushed whenever something becomes too popular. Then it's cool for everybody to hate it just for being popular. Am I saying that's everybody's reasons for hating Has-Been Hotel? Not at all. I just think it's a weird coincidence. It's to the point where I've heard of Discord servers dedicated to just criticizing Vivzy.
What character is this supposed to be? Who's this?
And her.
What's this logo? You know, Ben, there's a difference between sketches and doodles, like barely visual doodles that you can barely understand what they are.
Creations. I haven't even heard of objectively bad cartoons getting that kind of
I
treatment.
haven't even heard of
The issue
it.
people have had with Has-Been Hotel, I've been able to dig up, is that it's cringy. I don't know any detail other than that. If their reason for that is...
I don't know if that face was supposed to intentionally look cringe or whatever, but it doesn't work. Ben, it doesn't work.
too much swearing in it, sure. I don't like too much swearing either. But South Park has a lot more every episode, and people love that just fine. Oh wait, they don't? What's going on here? And the show apparently exploits LGBTQ stereotypes. Their main example being the character Angel Dust is gay and overly sexual. Yes, that's true. The sexual gay guy has been done to death. But it kind of makes sense here because he's a porn star.
Let's look at chat for a second just to cool down. Actually, we'll do that after this video's done. We can do that after.
And honestly, I'm bisexual, and my friends will tell you I'm one of the horniest people out there.
Well, I believe that, Ben. Definitely believe that.
So maybe Vivzy Pop is onto something here. And besides, just based on the pilot, it's clear the character has some depth that just hasn't been explored yet. So there's a wide range of reasons
that's
why
true.
people hate Has-Been Hotel. It ranges from blind...
This is copy-pasted, Ben! Come on, man. You can at least try and make it a bit harder for me to make fun of you like this. Come on, dog.
hate
Dude.
to legit criticism.
My guy.
Like everything that ever existed, not everybody's going to like it, and that's fine.
Okay, there we go.
But personally, I admire Vivzy Pop for having a vision and assembling a team together to make it come true. I was at MomoCon 2019 when she was so excited to announce Has-Been Hotel was almost finished.
Oh, it appears I got another super chat. I can feel my brain slowly melt while listening to Angel Red-Pilled Boy. Also, he has admitted to a horrible porn addiction due to Shadman. I wish he'd just stop bothering people with his rants. He got a porn addiction because of Shadman. Seems about right.
She legit sounded like she was living her dream, and she made it to where only a handful of artists and creators wish they could get to.
Sure.
It really inspired me to just say screw it and make my own cartoons myself. Sure, they won't
Yeah, screw it. Emphasis on screw it.
look nearly as good as hers, but it doesn't matter so long as I'm creating and I love what I do. I think that should be a big takeaway from this whole situation. Whether you like Vivzy or her creations or not, you gotta at least admire the girl for having visions and going out of her way to finish them. Surely, I think that's something we could all strive for.
Okay, well, at least this video didn't have the worst opinions ever. I can't force myself to like this, though. So this is his apology for one of his many drawings he did.
Hey y'all, so I've been keeping quiet about some drama that involved me during the summer. I wanted to wait for the fires to die down before I finally said something about it. Basically, I got in trouble for a drawing I did of characters from OKKO Let's Be Heroes.
Yeah.
And if you've known me for a while, you know what kind of stuff I draw. So a Discord server I was in that featured a clique of YouTubers known as the Fruitcake Club tried their
Fruitcake
dangness
Club.
to tweet about me and make videos in an attempt for me to yeet off the internet. And while I've recovered from previous
Ben is like a cockroach. You can smash him and stomp him or whatever, but he'll always be back. He's never going to be gone. He's part of the internet now, like Christian.
controversies, I feel like this was the one that was going to ruin my career, as it was the first time a group of YouTubers with decent followings were coming after me. I feel this was the one that was going to ruin my career, as it was the first time a group of YouTubers with decent followings were coming after me.
Repeated, don't harass Ben. We're just looking at his amazing content and getting a few good laughs, a few good chuckles at it.
And they were even starting to target friends of mine, one of whom went out of their way to threaten one of my best friends just for being friends with me. It got to the point where during this, I was literally losing sleep over it, scrambling to figure out how I can possibly respond.
Oh, got a super chat from
Thankfully,
Connor
their attempt to
Johnson.
cancel
Can
me
you believe Toy
backfired
Story
in their
turned 25
faces,
yesterday? Wow,
as
that's
tale
pretty
as old as
cool.
time, people who come after lewd
And it
artists
still looks better than Ben.
have even bigger skeletons in their closet, as has been revealed by my friends, supporters, and now YouTubers who are churning out videos on the Fruitcake Club. Links to some of the videos are in the description if you'd like some context. So everything seemed to work out for me in the end.
Oh God, was
Why
this the
am I
start of the
addressing
Toby
it now?
drama?
Well,
this
whole
is
thing made
one
me
of the main
self-reflect
things. Yes.
like I never had before.
We're not
Some
getting into
close
the
friends
Toby
of
drama
mine
though.
got
I'm not.
roped into it,
I'm not getting
and I really
into
got
it.
heated
Fuck
up
that.
over that. Even some friends who I talked to mentioned that during this drama, the energy was being sucked out of me, and it really was taking a toll on me mentally. It especially hurt knowing that it was my actions that got them wrapped up in it, no matter how much all my friends were telling me I didn't do anything wrong. After years
Ben,
of not
you
handling
didn't do
criticism
anything
while
wrong.
brushing off legit concerns people have had about me, I think it's time to finally own up to them. First of all, I should have done a better job of distinguishing my not safe for work material from my main YouTube.
Okay.
I shouldn't have kept it linked on my YouTube for so long, and people,
He
maybe
had
even
his
some kids,
NSFW
stumbling upon my
linked on his
artwork they might
YouTube?
not have wanted to see. If
Come-
any of y'all ever clicked on my Twitter and saw some artwork
It's just
you felt
asking
disgusted
for
by,
bad
I'm
things to
sorry
happen,
about that.
Ben.
I
This
have
is
a
common
main Twitter and now
sense.
separate from my not safe for work stuff, and that's what's linked to my YouTube now. Secondly, my handling of criticism in the past has been much to be desired, to say the least.
So he's actually
I ain't gonna
addressing
try to
criticism
make excuses
forms?
or anything like that. I definitely should have considered people's advice for me in the past. Probably would have prevented a lot of this from happening. Thirdly, I shouldn't
Yeah,
have
probably.
defended Shadman as much as I did. I made excuses for some of his more controversial artwork, thinking I was being
Yeah.
cool for sticking up for a guy's free speech. Well, that's never an excuse to make lewd drawings of real kids.
Yeah.
I've since removed my video on him and stopped following him on Twitter. So anybody who used me defending Shadman against me, sorry about that. And know that from this point forward, I'm distancing myself from him. He can still make porn of cartoon characters all he wants, but I'm no...
Damn. Ben finally got he did the bare minimum of human decency. And he decided to stop looking at Shadman's art.
no longer defending his past actions. Fourthly, I'm toning down my artwork considerably since this whole controversy started.
Okay.
I'm now being more picky of what characters I draw, and if I do draw certain characters, I'm going to do a better job of
Picky
making
as
it
in
look like
over
it is.
18.
And lastly, I know my reputation among the YouTube community hasn't been the best even before all the lewd cartoon art
It wasn't
got
the best.
involved.
It wasn't the best.
Honestly, if I can go back and delete all my old rants and start all over anew, I would.
You
But,
can,
you know,
though.
people still like watching them, so they're gonna stay up.
There
for
is
their
that, Ben.
sake.
There is that.
Overall, to anybody who has been a
Alright, so I guess that wasn't the worst apology ever. At least a little bit.
You want immune
Let's look
support
at
you
some
can
of his
trust.
older videos.
At
Sonic
Nature's Way,
cartoon.
that starts with quality
Ben the
ingredients.
Looney.
Hi, I'm Ben T. Looney, and I don't want to be Ben T. Looney.
You hold on one
Hi,
guy.
I'm Ben T. Looney, and
This man used the paint bucket tool on his avatar back then, didn't he? Look at those white lines. Look at all the fucking white lines. And is it me, or did his audio quality actually get worse than the ones from 8 years ago somehow? Is that just me? Am I going insane? Can I not hear anymore?
I don't want to be Ben T. Looney. If you guys remember last week's video, you'd know that today I'm looking at cartoons based off of Sonic the Hedgehog. I've dreaded this day ever since I started reviewing cartoons. Truth be told, when I was a gamer, Sonic the Hedgehog was...
This reminds me of the Shaq thing. I was a big gamer, and I decided that I wanted to play Sonic, but the controllers would break because my hands were too big.
one of my favorite franchises. I love the fast-paced gameplay, the interesting characters, and beautiful color schemes. I played as many Sonic games as I could get my hands on, for better or worse, but I remained a...
Probably for worse, considering the community that he's currently in. I don't really want to know about the art pieces that he's done of Sonic. I think I've already seen too much as it is as a regular internet user.
fan of the games and I would play the classics to this day if given the chance. Then, the cartoons started coming out.
And the
followed
cartoon
by the
started coming
therapy
out.
bills. If you think Sonic has had bad luck with video games in recent years, he's had worse luck with animated series. How? Let's find out together. Let's take a look.
Okay, this is just boring. Not watching this. It's not funny. Not haha. Not funny. Haha enough. Not good. Bad. Let's see this. It's got a negative review of Joker. Let's see what this is all about.
Shop the Joseph A. Bank Fall Sales Event. Get sweaters on sale starting at 3 for $75.
Rakuten!
Welcome back to Ben Rants. And when I was a kid, people kept their political opinions out of...
Hold on a second. He ranted on 1 Million Moms 4 years ago, but I ranted on 1 Million Moms almost 2 years ago. Did I do a video like Ben the Looney? No! Whatever, let's get to it.
movie reviews. Guess this movie is relevant again after getting nominated for 11 Oscars!
11 Oscars! 11 Oscars!
11 Oscars? Are you kidding me? Why are you so upset? You said you loved this movie. That's right, I did when I first saw it. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, wow, this movie really pisses me off!
Ben, you have a difficult time thinking.
How can I not like it? It's the greatest movie ever.
I mean,
yeah,
no one
all you
says
watch is
that.
comic book movies. This ain't the first time this happened to me. I call this the Dark Knight effect. I love
The Dark Knight's a good movie, though.
a movie when I first see it, but the more I think about it, and the more I hear people constantly say the same crap about it over and over again, I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I get it. You love the movie. Can we please talk about something else?
Stop talking about liking this movie. I don't care if it's actually a good movie. Stop talking about it. You can't like this movie after a lot of people already like this movie. Man, I don't even like this movie anymore.
I know what you're thinking. Pretty shallow reason to not like something.
Yes.
But all I'll say is that's not my only reason, and don't act like it hasn't happened to you either. So,
Okay, Frozen and Black Panther were never considered great movies. Don't pull that.
What do
Ben.
I like about the movie? Well, it brings the Batman universe back into its gritty and dark roots. Its low-budget nature is
I mean,
a
it was
throwback
kinda
to 70s crime.
I mean, it wasn't low budget. It's just good at portraying what it was trying to do. Also, what wasn't gritty about the 80s Batman or even the 2000s Batman?
Movies, and Joaquin Phoenix gave a performance. A performance.
Hold on a second.
I'm sorry, but I can't call this character the Joker.
Why?
I don't know what is so hard for directors to get right about this guy. He's not Osama bin Laden, he's not an emo, and he's not some sad poor guy with mental problems. They seriously had an explanation for why he laughs. He's got a mental condition?
Actually, it's shown that he doesn't have a mental condition. It's more like the only reason that he actually laughs is because he did it to sort of face the trauma that he had when he was being abused as a younger kid. This seems such terrible shit. Oh my god. What he's like? Nah, he needs to be a mystery 100% of the time, dog. That's the only reason people like him. I mean, sure, that's an appeal of the character, but having a movie about him that goes into the deeper reasons behind it in a more realistic setting is sort of part of the appeal of the 2019 Joker.
Why is every director trying? Why did it have to be the Joker?
Why did it have to be
You
Joker?
could have put any other character in this movie, and it would be the exact same thing. Just call it Send in the Clowns.
It's not the same movie though. It's not. It's set in
Smile
the
or
Batman
something.
universe.
Oh, that's right. It wouldn't have grossed $1 billion otherwise. I'm really getting tired of this lazy excuse of making generic...
JS, the video is buffering. Oh shit. Let me look at... doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with the stream. Whatever.
Movies and slapping established characters in them just for marquee value.
It's probably just the way that it looks, not me.
Yeah, I'd totally see a Godzilla movie if Godzilla was actually the nickname of a Yakuza boss. Actually, no I wouldn't, because that would be stupid! Don't even get me started on all the political crap related to this movie. Oh no, the mean critics badmouth this movie, boo-hoo-hoo.
Actually, a lot of critics liked it.
Oh, would you all just get a life? They're movie critics.
Why don't you get a
It's their
life?
job to hate stuff we love. They've been doing it since film criticism has been a thing.
Hey,
Who even reads
get a life.
Tomatoes anymore?
Who
There's
even-
plenty of movies I
who
love
even
with
reads
rotten
Rotten
scores. You don't
Tomatoes?
see me whining about it. Have we seriously gotten to the point where we can't watch?
Shit, it's buffering again. It seems to be doing fine from my perspective. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on, let me look at my own video. I don't see what people are talking about with the buffering.
Movies
It's
ain't
fine on
more
my
without
end and
first
on my
seeing the
video.
score it got on some site named after a gross red fruit. Oh, the media thought this movie was gonna cause violence? Well, good job falling for their bait. Cause they wrote a headline you couldn't help but to read, and you ranted about it to all your friends, so now the writers of those articles got the attention and ad revenue they wanted. Congratulations. Todd Phillips whining about how he's done making comedy movies because of all the mean people on Twitter saying mean things about him.
The man just didn't want to do comedy movies anymore because he thought it was like bland and shit. What's wrong with just not wanting to do comedy no more? I feel like I can't do humor anymore after watching all this.
Oh, would you put your big boy pants on, Todd? You're a grown man. Maybe Due Date just sucked.
You don't
Did
even
you ever
want
think
your
of that?
pants. You don't
You're
want
probably
pants on,
wondering
Ben.
why I'm bringing all these points
You're not the
up.
person to talk
well,
about this.
Every single review of this movie does, and I'm getting sick of hearing about them. And to any people out there
everything
who only
does
love
it.
a movie just for brownie points and your stupid playground culture war you're fighting, then maybe film criticism ain't for you. Get a job! And finally, it really
Why
bothers
don't
me
you
how
get
Luke
a job?
Skywalker tossing a lightsaber aside is enough to make geeks on the internet lose their tampons, yet Todd Phillips can completely butt plug Batman's origin story, and they're like, yeah, sure, alright.
What did he do wrong with the origin story, though?
I already lose mine every day I walk this earth.
What's even wrong with it, though?
So yeah, it's fine if you love Joker. I won't take away that's a well-made movie. A well-made Batman/Joker movie? Hell no. And when a movie is called Joker, that's what I expect. I just miss comic book movies that feel like comic book movies. Not some director's excuse to be all
They need to all be like I want them to be. There's no excuse for them to not be what I want. Let's see here. He did a video on Marvel movies, didn't he? Let's see here. He did one on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's 14 minutes, though. Let's look up his Black People video. What the hell is his Black People video? Oh, my favorite black cartoon characters, drawing with Ben. Okay.
Hey folks, Ben Maloney back again.
What, does he say like racist stuff in this or something?
It's already February this year. I think this year needs to stop going by so fast. It's that time of the year where we celebrate Black History Month and recognize all the accomplishments that African Americans and black people in general have made on our society and the world in general. So, it just baffles me in the nearly 10 years I've been making videos, I've never done a Black History Month special. Until now. So, I figured it'd be a good idea to talk about all
this
the
doesn't
black
seem all that
characters in
interesting. Whatever. Let's look at something a bit better. The end? Okay. Is this like a Butch Hartman thing? Where you does the clickbait, it's like, the end of my channel for this year. Oh, gotcha. It's a drawing, I guess. Is there gonna be a hand? Yeah. So that's all. Wow. Okay. Great. Why did it say why did it say 2009 to 2016? It seems he's been making videos in that time. Whatever, Ben. Actually, it's a 10th anniversary thing.
Boy, do I hate...
Yeah, I don't want to watch this. I don't know why I clicked on that to begin with. Let's check out some of his most popular videos. McDonald's customers.
I got a lot of
did
good
story
hours,
times?
I got paid well, and being there myself, everything you heard about McDonald's on the news isn't true. Except for the food being bad for you. Because, let's not kid ourselves, it's bad for you. But overall,
He did his best story time animator look so that he could get a video that was actually popular. Do you think any of the people who watched this video really knew what he was like?
Working there for a little over a year, and the customers were pretty awesome for the most part. But, like any fast food job, you run into those customers who you swear are just trying to make you jump over the counter and beat the crap out of them.
They just make me want to draw a lewd character out of them.
Let's talk about some, shall we? Some of my least favorite customers to deal with were the ones who would look for any reason to get a discount. Yeah, I was in here 2 weeks ago, and there was a hair in my food. Can I have a free meal? Do you have a receipt from this incident? No. Did you
The spacing, the awareness, the usage, the anatomy, the everything. It makes me feel so great.
Talk to a manager when it happened? No. Do you have any proof you were in here 2 weeks ago? No. I still get a free meal, right? And there was one lady who said she...
Why are the feet so big? Oh, wait, I know. I know why he focuses so much on the feet. Because feet are inherently very fun things to draw.
Saw customers getting a free sandwich. I explained that if you keep your receipt and fill out an online survey, you can bring it back and get a free sandwich that way. She then blankly stared at me and asked, well, can't you give me a free sandwich without the survey just this once? Yes, I'm just gonna give you free food simply because you asked for it. That's not something I can get fired for. The last incident in this category I'll talk about is a lady ordered 17 sundaes. Yeah,
okay.
17 sundaes in the drive-thru.
Again, nice coloring.
McDonald's has parking spaces for drive-thru customers with big orders so they can wait for their food without holding up the line. So anyway, we're in the store making her 17 sundaes. Then she comes in after being parked for only a minute and says, yeah, you parked me, so now
What is this hair? What is this? Ben, that's not how hair works.
You're supposed to give me a free meal because I have to wait so long. Lady, you ordered 17 sundaes. We only have one ice cream dispenser. Go out there and wait for them, is what I wanted to say. But my manager actually caved in and gave her a free meal. I loved my managers, but some of them were too nice. Sometimes it was hard to predict how customers were going to act. And by sometimes, I mean all the time. Whenever I took drive-thru orders and I tried to give people their receipt, they'd give me the death stare. I wasted so much paper throwing away receipts. However, one day we ran out of receipt paper, and believe it or not, people were actually getting angry because of that. One lady even had the gall to ask, how do you run out of receipt paper? Because tree-killing customers make me throw them away. If it's one thing worse than the discount-seeking customers, it was...
I doubt the receipts are really going to contribute to not cutting down trees. People who are like, oh, would you like to use paper or credit? Haha, credit. I want to save the environment. You're not doing as big a job as you actually think you are. Just saying.
Was the angry customers. The kind
Don't
who
be
were
so
in a bad
self-righteous
mood and just
with
wanted
me.
to bring everybody else down. One lady was behind a woman who was trying to decide what to order, and she was like, are you going to order today or tomorrow? She didn't stop there. When she got up to order, she had a buy one get one free Big Mac coupon.
Okay.
A coworker took her order and handed her her receipt, and she started freaking out. You didn't credit my coupon! You didn't credit my coupon! The manager took a look at the receipt and pointed out to her that my coworker did, indeed, credit her coupon. She then said, "The Big Mac is $4? I'm not coming in here anymore." Aw, but you're such good company in our store. One time I was...
This is boring. Ben, don't be a storytime animator. Stick to your day job of, I guess, drawing... you know what, never mind. I'd like to retract my previous statement. Let's see here. We got... Some of these are really nice looking. Nice looking thumbnails. Very good meme potential. I'm sure this will be a good video. What annoys me.
Is what you drink dissolving your enamel? Acidic drinks can cause
College
enamel
stories.
loss, which can lead to sensitivity and
Oh, I can't wait to hear stories from Ben about going to college and having to have his parents pay for the entire thing, and how he almost got kicked out or something. I'm making this bit up. And how he probably had to he almost got kicked out or something for his looks.
Pronamel protects teeth against enamel
That's
loss
what I'm pretty
for strong,
sure.
healthy teeth. Pronamel.
I'm joking here. These are jokes. I know nothing.
Hello, folks. Ben the Looney
Hello,
here.
folks.
I tend to be
I'm
a
Ben
very
Colin.
tolerant and patient person. I'm able to control myself, and things really don't drive me over the edge for the most
control
part.
himself most
However,
of the time.
I have a long list of things that annoy me personally that I would love to talk about today.
All right, Ben. People watching me on my laptop. I'm trying to look at porn. I'm trying to look at porn.
Do you mind?
Gotta love how the audio just cuts out when he actually speaks. Stupid
Do you
people.
like cereal? Yes.
Yes. Get closer to him, Ben. Cars that won't let me change lanes. It's the
Come
other
on,
car's
let me in.
faults.
Let me in. I need to turn at this exit. What are you in such a hurry for anyway?
What are you in such a hurry for, Ben?
Would you let me over already? Ugh, dang Chicago drivers!
Chicago! Unspecific
Ben,
directions.
give me that thing. Alright. No, not this thing, that thing. This thing? No, the other thing. This? Now what good is that going to do me? What do you want?
Bias sports commentary.
2 balls and no strikes on Anthony Rizzo.
Feet.
Now, as I was telling my partner, the Cardinals absolutely suck. That's right, Bob. I mean, my God, forget baseball bats. Get them players some caveman clubs. They'll swing at anything. They are a bunch of Neanderthals, aren't they, Bob? My grandmother is a carrot and she could... mute.
Friends leaving chat without warning. Hello? Can you hear me? I've been one... you know, it's dead meme. We get it, Ben. People who can't spell my last name.
Name, please. Ben Tannehill.
Tannehill? That's his last name? Okay.
How?
Drawing on the wrong layer. Okay. This is the same thing he did before. Thrusting into the air.
This anime is so addicting. Better check to see how much time I have left before I go to... Crap. Dipper, I have a secret to tell you.
Who still has a DVR? Who still uses DVR?
Is it Mabel? I am.
Just watch a fucking TV. Just watch it. Just pirate it, whatever.
Huh? What did he say? Modern technology.
One of the reasons Proactive is such a success is our commitment to a complete approach.
Expensive books.
Wow, this is a really good book. How much is it? Nope.
Just buy the digital version, bruh.
Well, you try typing on one of these when you have nubs this big.
peak comedy. Babies in movie theaters.
I have a confession to make, Rob.
Let me guess,
I'm
it
not your
cries.
sister. Well, then who are you? I am. Oh, for Pete's sakes, who brings a baby into an R-rated movie?
Persistent talkers.
Hey, Ben.
Okay, this is boring. Let's look at his college stories. I need ample material to actually say anything. Ugh.
I told you stories about living with my roommates while I was at college. Well, now
Yeah,
I feel it's
did you?
time to tell you
I
about
don't
the
know.
stories
I didn't
about
care
my
enough to
college
watch.
itself. For starters, my college sucked. It was
Shit.
a for-profit, corrupt institution.
My college
Its sole purpose was to
sucked.
suck money out of art students who didn't know any better. It didn't even look like a school. It looked like an office building, and we only had 3 floors that belonged to the college.
Only 3 floors.
floors? Are you kidding me? The school was so small, I could walk around every part in less than 10 minutes. I'm not exaggerating. To all you kids out there, if you're
Good
going to
for
go to
you.
college, don't go to a for-profit school.
Preferably, get your parents to do it for you.
Especially
Milk
if it's
them.
owned by the EDMC.
Milk them.
Why did I go there? Because I
Milk
grew up
them.
thinking life was peachy,
Milk
but
them.
then I got hit with cold hard reality about how many evil jerks there are out there who love making people miserable. That being said, despite the fact that people running the school were corrupt leeches, there were plenty of teachers who cared for the students and made it their goal to help them succeed. And I met several friends who were just as passionate about animation as I was.
He went to school for
and who I'm
art?
still friends with
Yep,
to this
that-
day.
that's what he
They're
went to
friends
school
that were
for.
so important to me, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for them. Okay, so my overall college experience was not what I expected. I remember one time there was a hole in the wall in one of the classrooms. Instead of fixing it, the workers just put a piece of paper over it. A+ work.
They drew it. They drew stuff around it to make it seem intentional.
Couldn't have done it
But
better
they were bad
myself.
artists like me, so
the
they
curriculum
couldn't.
at the school was always fun to
I'm gonna
deal with.
remove this
Get
search
this.
term so
I was
people
an
stop
animation
thinking the
major,
worst.
Right? Well, my first quarter, I got put in audio, color theory, and image manipulation. I'm an animator. What do I need this crap for?
You're an animator? Well, that's debatable.
I had this one class.
No. You know what I'm gonna say. I don't think I need to say it.
It's called Emerging Technologies for Animation. What the heck is that even? The teacher, I'll call him Mr.
Probably
Gray,
learning
came in every
technologies
day and
for
asked us,
animation.
Well, what do you guys want to do today? How should we know? You're the teacher. Teach us. Want to know what I learned in that class? I don't even remember. I had the same teacher.
I don't even remember learning art.
Teacher for another class called Animation Studio, a class that was meant to be dedicated to students being allowed to make a 1-minute animation without the influence of the teacher. I wanted to make a 2D animation. Well, this teacher didn't want any of that. He wanted me to make a 3D animation. I had to argue and argue with him. Keep in mind, I was supposed to be able to...
Is it possible that he was in a 3D animation class? Possibly? Maybe? Could that be... Sorry about my phone, damn it. What if this is just a speechian or art teacher sort of situation where it's like, oh, he told me to do stuff and my art didn't fit the guidelines. Or whatever. I think he was just jealous of me.
to make an animation however I wanted without the influence of the teacher. Finally, I caved in and made a 2D animation with 3D elements. That animation can be found here. And finally, I had the same...
That's the... This is what he Did he link the animation? I want to see it. Damn it. He didn't link it. Ah.
And finally, I had the same teacher for another class, acting for animation. Well, you think with a class by that name, we did a lot of acting exercises. Want to know what we actually did? Book presentations. Now that I think about it, I did a lot of acting in that class.
I did a lot
I had
of
to act
acting.
like I cared. I wasn't the only one who had trouble
Damn, he went to college with his parents' money and then he didn't even care.
with Mr. Gray. I heard a lot about him from others, and he used to be a lot worse. One student told me that a female student was a heck of a good artist.
Heck.
She drew really well.
Aw,
The only problem
heck.
was, her 3D modeling skills weren't that good.
Oh, got a super chat. Yo, why did Peter Griffin start a Storytime channel? I've been thinking of that for a while now.
But she was such a good 2D artist. You'd think that would be enough to get her somewhere, right? Not to Mr. Gray.
He told her to drop out and work at McDonald's. She cried. Then there was one class that
Sad.
Mr. Gray was teaching, which they weren't doing anything in. Sound familiar? One student got frustrated and looked up some tutorials online, learning what they were supposed to be learning in the class. This student told Mr. Gray he learned what he was supposed to learn from online tutorials and asked what he was doing at the school. Mr. Gray replied with,
Well, it seems we know why his art is so not good.
That's a good question. Why are you here? Wow. How was this guy not fired again? There was one teacher at the college. He was the best teacher in the animation program. I'll call him Mr. Wong. He told us a lot of hilarious stories. The kind of stories that you would hear and say to yourself, that can't be real. Oh, it's real.
Ew,
He told
it's
us one
real.
time he was at his desk and a student walked up and told him that another student was in the back watching porn in the middle of class. Mr. Wong walked up behind the student and asked, You enjoying that? The student then got super embarrassed.
The random audio change. It's like, goes out, goes down. You enjoyed that?
And closed all of his tabs. He told us about another student who was a complete stoner. He was in his last
Why
quarter
does he have
and was
red
in a
eyes?
class where students put their portfolio
Astonus
together.
evil
Well,
now?
This guy was turning in his portfolio for Mr. Wong to grade, and all the pages were covered in Cheeto dust. Towards my last core at the college, I was going to get a drink at the water fountain next to the girls' bathroom, and from inside,
Let's look after this
I
video.
could
Let's
hear
look at
one
chat for a
girl in
little
there
bit.
belting out a song. She
Belting
was
out a
practically
song.
screaming every single lyric. Now time to talk about this one teacher. I'll call him Mr. Mayo. So I had Mr. Mayo for 3 classes in a row.
Why not Mr. Shit? Because that seems what she drew on his head.
When I had him for 3D modeling, the beginning modeling class, we went from building a generic animal to building a highly detailed car. How the heck do you expect beginners to make that big of a jump? That's insane! For 3D animation, we went from animating a cube to animating a rig in 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure we skipped several steps on learning animation. And in 3D character animation, he made us do 3 walk cycles over 1 weekend. We can barely get 1 done in that time, let alone 3. And
I mean, it depends on the complexity of the walk cycle. I've done a walk cycle in a weekend before, back a few years ago. I barely do animation, but I did it once.
Since I had him in, I noticed that he was always a half hour late. Spent most of the class talking about random stuff not related to what we were learning. He gave us our assignment, and then he left the room, and there was no sign of him. Did you need help? Too bad. You were COL. It wasn't until my last quarter until I found out why he was as weird as he was. There would be times I would walk by his office, his door would be locked, and there was a do not disturb sign on his door. It turned out...
Let me guess, he got favors or whatever from the students?
He would be sneaking female students into his office, and... Yeah, I had a teacher
stay classy,
who was more
Ben.
concerned with screwing his students rather than teaching them. And the reason he left was because the dad of one of the girls found out and was going to press charges against him. Huh. Just when you think you've heard it all. So my college experience...
I mean, I've heard that before, honestly. That doesn't seem all that new. I don't know why you're making a big deal out of thinking it's some groundbreaking discovery that this happens. It's shitty, but it happens.
Could have gone better, but I don't regret it. I met some wonderful friends, and I did learn plenty of techniques that I will say have influenced me for the better. Like I said, before you go to college, make sure you do the right amount of research and pick the best one for you. Don't just settle on the first one you find, like I did. Stay away from for-profit colleges.
He just settled on the first college he went to?
But if it's all you can afford, be ready to break your butt working hard because they sure as heck ain't gonna help you. Do you guys have any crazy school stories?
Is what you drink?
If I do, I don't want to tell them to you, Ben. Let's see here. Since we're here, let's check out. Actually, you know, I still feel like I should, because I don't want. I just don't want to look at some of this. I don't want to look at some of his art. It's too much for me. I can't do that. Kids Cartoons Rule 34 problem. Oh, who's contributing to that, Ben?
Welcome back to Ben Rants. And when I was a kid, child abuse was considered building character. As you know, folks,
new super chat. Ben the Looney sounds like that one guy who brags about going to art class but was just there and didn't even care to do what he was taught. Also, hi Ponder Sprocket, I like your Squid Mama a ton. Oh, is Ponder in here? Hello Ponder. What's up? What's up, dog? How's it going? I love your commentary and such. Thanks for being here if you are. Look up Ben the Looney Hitler art review. Okay. Ben the Looney Hitler art review. Oh my god, it's real.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Jesus, Ben! Oh my god, why? What are you... Ben! Come on, man. Come on.
And as my present to you, I'm going to bring back my critically acclaimed Artist Spotlight series. And today, we have a very obscure artist all the way from Austria in the early 1900s, whose art has been lost to time.
Let me
present to you the wonderful artwork of Adolf Hitler.
What's up?
Like all good artists, Hitler started out from humble beginnings, copying the popular style at the time, but eventually branched out and found his groove, mostly drawing landscapes and castles that looked beautiful. Holy free holy. Throw some naked girls in these pieces and you have one fine artist. Can you believe this man was rejected by the Vienna Art Institute?
Can't believe it. Can't believe old Hitler didn't get that far. He's so... What could have happened?
Twice?
Twice?
What a bunch of nitwits. Clearly Hitler was on pace to be the world's next big artist. Look at all the details in his work. They look almost like photographs. Almost. Anybody who will reject this talented man would have to have the IQ of a brick, or be some rich art snob who can't stand the fact that a commoner draws better than the crappy art that they were buying at the time.
I can't believe this is real.
I guess the rejection got to Hitler, as he and his art soon disappeared from the face of the earth, and the world lost one of the biggest up-and-coming artists.
If Adolf Hitler had been able to grow with his art pieces, he probably could have become the next Ben the Looney.
Now, come on, that can't be right. Surely there's more of this guy's story than I can find. I need to do some more research. I'll be right back.
You need to do some more research on how to draw anatomy. Hard slap from reality later.
Oh, no.
Oh, that looked a little too pleasure. Hold on.
I need to do some more research. I'll be right back. Oh.
I don't know, chat. Something about his pose don't exactly vibe with me. That's his art. Great. Thanks for whoever recommended that to me. The problems with cartoon fans, they draw too much, they draw too little porn. There's not enough of it.
Hey loonies, Ben the Looney here. For you guys who have been with me since the beginning, you know that I got my start doing reviews of cartoons, mostly ones that were coming out new at the time. What I intended to be a hobby gave me cult status.
Wait, does he call his group, is that what he calls them? Loonies? Go off to the loony bin.
This online and got my name out there. It's been a little over 8 years since I started my YouTube videos, and as you can tell, I've come quite a long way. I retired Ben T. Looney last year because I felt myself starting to run out of steam.
Oh, I see. That's what he was before. He was Ben T. Looney. Now he's been the Looney. What a significant character growth.
True. I used to be very energetic and would tear apart any cartoon I didn't like. However, over the years, I've gathered a following of critics who really couldn't stand my eccentric personality or my harsh review style. I brushed off their words as I was just having fun and making vids to entertain my followers. But, now that I'm older...
And entertain someone else, if you know what I mean.
I definitely know what it feels like to be on the other side of that spectrum. There are people in the animation community who definitely take the art form way too seriously.
Is he gonna bring up Mr. Enter? He's gonna bring up Mr. Enter, isn't he? Hold on a second. Need to try and find my customary fedora for tipping in this specific situation. I'll be right back. Alright, could not find a fedora, but I could find this newspaper cap. Basically, the comic book artist newspaper cap. This will do pretty well. Hello there, m'lady. I don't like Mr. Enter. Sleep with me? Alright, well that gag's played out.
I think it's time I gave my own opinion on the issue. I've said plenty of times before that there's nothing wrong with being an adult and enjoying cartoons. After all, cartoons are made by adults who have a love and respect for the medium and need to know quite a bit about the art form in order to be successful at it. That being said,
the irony in his statements.
Just get one thing straight. Cartoons are for kids. Okay, you and I both know that ain't true. There's plenty of animation out there that is made for adults. However, a majority of cartoons...
But Ben wants to make it all for adults, if you know what... I'm gonna stop saying if you know what I mean. You know what I mean, don't you? Don't you, chat?
Kids networks. So, in that case, cartoons are made for kids. But, you and I also know that even though cartoons are made for kids, they are made with adult viewers in mind.
A small amount of cartoons are made for kids.
Adult elements to keep parents and any adults who enjoy good entertainment to have a pleasant time. But there seems to be
But do cartoon fans think that? I don't think cartoon fans think the cartoons are only made for kids.
A group of animation fans on the net who feel the need to constantly criticize any cartoon they hate. It's as if they live, breathe, and die by that mentality. Well, let me tell you, that ain't healthy. Believe me, I know. While Ben T. Looney was a persona I created to let loose and have fun, I did share a lot of mentalities of my character. Yes, I did have a grudge against the Looney Tunes show. Yes, I felt the need to hate everything Seth MacFarlane's
He had a grudge against the Looney Tunes show?
name was on.
Wait, he made videos on the Looney Tunes show? I love that show. Hold on. After this video, I need to look that video up.
And yes, there was a time I flat out refused to get into anime. I was that passionate about the industry, and while I had what I liked, I felt that what I hated consumed me. Like I spent more time obsessed...
He's like an anime villain, in that sense. I let the anger consume me. I saw things that this mortal coil could not recognize. I looked into the deep abyss of despair known as the anime reviewing community, and I came back scared.
Over hating things I wasn't a fan of than actually enjoying myself. And for what? What did I accomplish? Sure, we got some funny videos out of it that you folks enjoyed. But, even in my personal life, I felt...
Funny for reasons he probably didn't see at the time.
Need to argue with people who disagree with me. No, not debate, argue. And unfortunately, some of that still spills out in combos I have with my friends these days. That's something I can't help due to the passion I have for arts and entertainment. But, I like to think I've improved since then. That being said...
Has Ben Looney improved since the days of Microsoft Paint? Maybe a little bit. Probably a little.
I browse through Twitter, Tumblr, and even YouTube, and I see a lot of people, like I used to be, animation critics, who think that the industry is in the toilet, and the Emoji Movie is the worst thing that ever happened in the world. You could say that they're just joking. It's the internet after all. You gotta take it with a grain of salt. But all the hate and negativity goes beyond just playful joking.
Why is he drawing the sword from Kill Bill like that? It's so fucking large. Don't take that out of context.
Seeing all this makes me feel like I'm looking in a mirror of my past self, with my animated persona staring back at me with that angry face. A lot of these are young kids, like I used to be, who are just passionate about the medium and don't have a lot of worries on their mind. But there are also people my age, even some older than me, who can be pretty harsh as well. The mysterious Mr. Enter is a cartoon...
I called it. I knew he was going to bring up Mr. Enter. Hey, I mean, Mr. Enter used to draw better than you. Nah, actually, but yeah, Mr. Enter used to draw better than this guy.
Cartoon critic who gets a bad rap for being so condescending and acting like he knows the ins and outs of what makes great animation.
Well, you're preaching to a very specific choir here, Ben.
While I'm not a fan of his, I can say that the hate on him can be just as bad as the hate he gives the cartoons he reviews.
Okay.
If you ask me, nothing is more annoying than people who complain about cartoons.
Well, I mean, you complain about quite a lot, Ben.
But if I may give my opinion on Enter, I'll admit that he has the knack of nitpicking every little thing about cartoons. How much time can one man have on his hands? Also,
Well, we can say that exact same thing when we look at your animations. How much time can one man have? Apparently not that much, considering how little effort seems to be put into these animations without any color, without any line work, without most of what's basically needed.
We get it, John. You hate Family Guy and Teen Titans Go. How can one man make the same video explaining the same things over and over again? Would it kill you to watch something else for once in your life? When's the last time you made an admirable animation video?
Admirable
for Pete's
animation.
sakes, man.
He's like Daddy Derek. Let's look at this movie. Black Panther. Andre Grande.
That being said, I don't hate him as a person. He seems like a nice guy, but his videos don't affect me none. I've talked about the hate towards Teen Titans Go in a past video, so I won't go over that again. However, I will go into detail about another recent reboot that people can't seem to stop hating on. Powerpuff Girls 2016.
I feel like there's good reason behind the hate for that show. Pretty good reason. The twerking was a bit much.
I'll admit, this was one that got my gears all screwed up when it came out.
Hi, Real Life Peter Griffin here. You know what really grinds my gears? The sexualization of cartoon characters.
I was so bitter about it that even I got mad at my own best friend when he tried to get me to see it in a more positive light. Well, I've since given the show another look and it's harmless. I'll admit, I still don't understand why they didn't bring back the original voice actors for the girls while bringing back the rest of the cast. But should we act like it's the worst thing ever? After all, it's just a cartoon. It might have been better.
I feel like I thought Ben would be the last person to bring up the argument of it's just a cartoon.
To see a new and
I guess I was wrong.
Original cartoon.
I was wrong about you, Ben the Looney.
Like I said at the beginning,
my expectations have gone lower.
Cartoons are for kids. You can analyze it and hate it all you want, but don't you think you could be doing something else with your time? Review it for a one and done thing, cool, but don't review every episode and act like the show is raping your childhood. The show has its funny moments, so try to be a little more open-minded.
Ben, it feels like you're literally doing that to our childhood with all of the images you've drawn.
Another example of something.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop. I want to have more jokes than just Ben the Looney makes inappropriate art of cartoon characters.
Anime that's gotten boatloads of hate is the Emoji Movie. So let me get this straight. You guys were dead set on hating a movie before it even came out.
Yes.
Yet you went to go see it anyway just so you could verify your hate for it?
Yes.
What? Well, congratulations. You made the Emoji Movie a box office success. It wasn't a blockbuster, but it still didn't lose any money.
Yeah, that's a fault on us. That is generally a fault on us. We did that, America. This is our fault.
Hope you're happy. And people were hating on this movie especially because Genndy Tartakovsky's Popeye movie got canceled for it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If that didn't happen, Genndy wouldn't have had the chance to go back to Cartoon Network and make Samurai Jack Season 5.
Wait, what?
Get a 90-minute love letter to a classic cartoon that would probably only be good for a weekend's worth of enjoyment, or get closer on one of your favorite cartoons from your childhood.
I mean, would it have been better if Genndy Tartakovsky made the Popeye movie over Samurai Jack Season 5? Probably. Possibly.
Such a tough choice, I know. That's right. The Emoji Movie was a blessing in disguise. We got a badass final season of Samurai Jack, and all it cost us was an animated movie that we as adults can easily ignore, because it's not made for us. I don't even care too much for Samurai Jack, but I love Season 5 so much that not getting a Popeye movie isn't going to cause me to lose sleep over it.
People are talking about the hair of his image.
So, the problem with the animation community is there's a certain group that feels the need to try to get rid of anything they don't like. Possibly believing in some kind of quality control that'll prevent stuff like Powerpuff Girls 2016 or the Emoji Movie from being made.
Alright, let's watch one last video of his, because I don't want the stream to get too long when I decide to finally re-upload to the second channel. So let's just go back to old videos. Let's find the Looney Tunes. Oh, his Looney Tunes video is in 2 parts. Well, I mean, I don't see part 1. Where his first video is a part 2? Okay. I guess we'll just watch part 2. That seems pretty reasonable.
Welcome back to Ben Rants.
Welcome back to Ben Rants, where my arms are destroyed. And it seems like my coat is actually attached to my hand. It's not separated.
Animals were loved, not shot at.
Okay.
Well, it's time to torture myself yet again. I'm going to do yet another
it's a 3-part
rant
video?
On the 8th
Come
deadly
on.
Sin, the Looney Tunes show. It's a sin because it never should have been created.
What's wrong with
Anyway,
it, though?
since I've
Ben.
last ranted on it, I've again ticked several people off, and there's been yet more insults to the Looney Tunes.
I'm about done trying to satisfy everybody. I'm only gonna satisfy my fans. At this point, all 6 of them.
Characters done in this show. So, I'm going to burn my eye sockets once again as I take another look at this abomination to mankind.
Let's see here. Something by Thunderbeam, Super Chat by Thunderbeam. You plan to make a video covering Ben the Looney? Probably not. I feel like a stream is a better representation overall for his work. But I don't know. Who can say for sure? Oops. Shit.
Welcome back to Ben Rants Viewer. I'm going to burn my eye sockets once again. Me that I'm not supposed to look at the show as a big fan of the classic Looney Tunes, even though the name of the frickin' show is The Looney Tunes Show. I'm going to base my opinions in 2 ways, as a Looney Tunes fan and as a casual viewer. I hope that removes all confusion. Anyway, since
About as
my
casual
last
as you
rant,
can get with this.
I've watched as much minutes as I could stand of a majority of the episodes, and I'm still not entertained as a viewer, not satisfied as a fan of comedy.
Why, though?
And I'm still ticked off as a Looney Tunes fan.
Oh, he's a fan of comedy? I don't think there are any people that exactly hate comedy. God, stop trying to be funny. Stop with the jokes. I hate jokes. I just want to be mean all day.
Sam has to keep coming to Bugs and Daffy's house because his solar-powered house doesn't work in the rain. That's
Oh yes,
right.
the Yosemite
Sam
Sam
has
episode.
decided to go green. Why the heck not? Anyway, Sam just comes
Why does he care so much about that small detail? Like, it's set in the modern era, why not?
off as annoying to Bugs and Daffy. As a Looney Tunes fan, what happened to Sam's hot temper and him?
How old is this?
Being a
9
threat
years
to
old.
Bugs and Daffy?
It just turned 9 years old a month ago.
And how would he be smart enough to know how solar panels work? As a casual viewer,
As one who's...
haven't we
Let's see here. Anyone who says this show is original, I'll build a time machine and bring back a dinosaur to chase after you.
seen this basic plot before? There's a character that's annoying the main characters? Gee,
I mean, that's so basic, anything could be put in that place.
I don't know. It's only in every single other piece of entertainment out there. This episode sucked.
Are these his transitions? Where's the sound?
Which Hazel?
Did the sound literally just cut out there?
Which Liza's son Gossamer has a hard time fitting in at school, so she asks Daffy to help him boost his social skills.
Ooh, when's the part of the episode where I should start giving a crap? It's just like he just doesn't get into the fact that this is supposed to be like Looney Tunes in the modern era. I think it's a pretty funny show.
As a casual viewer,
There's
we've
my-
also
just
seen
what
a
I've seen.
similar plot line like this. Can't this show do anything original? And seeing as how I've seen this one recently, I don't remember laughing at any jokes. Well, that makes sense though.
Also, why
This
aren't
show
any of the humans in the show questioning the fact animals are walking around and talking? Because I'm pretty sure it's just sort of supposed to be part of the world. Oh, I just watched a show called BoJack Horseman. Why don't they talk about the fact that this horse is walking and talking? It's so weird, guys. It's just sort of supposed to be an accepted part of the world, isn't it?
If I actually had jokes, I might actually be laughing at them. As a Looney Tunes fan, this one was the episode that offended me the most out of this show. First off, what was the point of changing Witch Hazel's name? Also, what was the point of turning the original name backwards? What the flub? Heck, why stop there? Why not call Sam Moss or Daffy or bug scub. What? Huh? Huh?
Ah!
Because I.
Why are there so many cuts? Even 9 years ago, this would be pretty noticeable. Did you just not watch the video before you made it?
Love witches, I love June Foray, and I love that she is just a hilarious character.
Is the audio just cutting out for me, or is this...
A hilarious character.
Nope, that's just the video. That's just the
Chooses
video.
voice to some white woman's voice.
I think I'm done. I don't think I can do any more. Spent 2 hours on this. Well, this was quite an experience. Thanks to everyone for coming out and watching this video. Sure was an experience, I guess. I think I'm just gonna go off and take a shower, a long shower. Maybe just jump off a building afterwards. Sounds fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. Alright, thanks for coming by. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye. This was me watching Ben the Looney.